Hey guys, welcome back, John Megacycle here, another episode of SimCity. Our objective, to build a mega city, which makes sense because I'm John Megacycle here. Fan request, wanted to go through and see how I handle building the mega city of our dreams, or at least of my dreams. And so far so good. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. We've specialized mostly in the casino tourism approach. With our new Roman Luck Casino, we just deployed, just yesterday in game time? And hopefully we're going to get some real profits out of that. With our two mega towers here, the city's looking absolutely fantastic from a long distance view. That having been said, I'm really hoping that this episode is going to turn this place into the premier gambling capital of the area and really get us what we want with our mega city requirement, with the thing we're hoping for. So let's see, we're still working on the sky bridge. Okay, how are we doing mostly with this mega tower? Looks like the mall is good, education is good. I'm really waiting for the sky bridge technology, because once we build that in, that's going to keep a lot of traffic off the streets. And even though we don't have a ton of congestion, at least on other parts of the city, with the mega tower right here, this is going to be a congestion problem. Actually, with the cash that we have, we can easily go ahead and start upgrading these streets to high-density avenue. What that's also going to do is it's going to allow some of our structures to evolve and be that higher capacity that it should be. Oh, I didn't want streetcar. So we're just going to go ahead here. There's a couple of spots I know I want to upgrade. And then hopefully some of these structures will just go right in with it and upgrade as well. See, we've already got a few. So high density avenue, oops. High density avenue. The spine of the city should always be the maximum you can make it. Streetcar, not interested. Streetcar, not interested. Okay. And let's do this. Very good. And then let's do the wings as well. So really the main points a person would drive down is really the way I want to keep it as upgraded as possible. So that should be good right there. And this wing right here. High dense, high dense, high dense. Fantastic. Now, we do have our petition for our sky bridge confirmed, so that's great. For research, I really want the control net facility. Oh, we could do... Ooh, the garbage atomizer sounds really good too. Let's do the control net facility once we have the money for it. What that's going to allow us to do is ensure that we have more than enough control for the rest of the game. But actually, now that I say that out loud, we're sitting on 13,000 control, which I think we're only using maybe 2,000 of it. And the bridge stations aren't going to do much anyhow. Let's see, services. Skybridge requires 500 control net. That's no problem. Yeah, that should be no problem at all. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to revitalize this mega tower. And the problem that we have is we don't have enough low wealth residents. That seems to be the problem here. We have a bunch, but they're not utilizing this mall center. So what I need to do is I would like to build a job center to make sure we attract more low wealth Sims. 80,000, woof. And then once we do that, we'll do another residential, and then hopefully that mall will be able to stay tight. Yeah, here we go. Skyscrapers. That's what I want to see. And actually, while that's doing it, I think we'll be far better served if we make sure all these main streets are high density. I was going to wait, but there's no point with everyone bouncing in like this. Yeah, I probably just blew the whole budget on it, and I'm going to have a bit of deficit because I'm paying more for the street maintenance. I think that's a thing? Oh, I guess not. That used to be a thing in the old SimCities, that if you built too many roads, you could easily go bankrupt with building way too much stuff. So that's all shifting and changing. We went from a negative number, or a low number, now we're bouncing back. Okay, pause. We don't have these little trailer park houses anymore. Now we've got something that really is going to eat up our power. And that having been said, we're going to make sure that we are up for the challenge. So, not enough money. In this case, oh yeah, I already have a few loans. That's fine. The biggest threat we could have right now is people leaving. That's very serious, a big problem. If they do leave because we don't have electricity or water, that could really be a huge hit to our bottom line over anything else. This thing's just gonna be a pain. It's such a dumb thing how it snaps so badly. All right. All right, you win. I don't care. I can't even get a turbine in there. Oh my gosh. I don't mind taking a little time to make sure I don't waste a ton of space. Come on. Okay, angle's too sharp. It's a service road. Who cares? No. Okay, for now, fine. I don't care. 1, 2, and 3. Now, we're still paused. Okay, water was an issue. Buildings need water. Yes, I totally agree. Let's make sure that's no longer a concern for anyone. Oh, look at that. It's all cleaning up real nice. That should take care of that. That should take care of that. Okay, that should take care of our water, electricity. Let's just go through all the utilities right now. Sewage, no problem. Government, I kind of don't care. I'm not going to build that. Garbage collection. Ooh, lots of recycling still to go, and we're late in the day, so I might want to add some trucks. I don't know if I even have enough money for another truck. Let's do 2 trucks. And storage. Perfect. That should take care of all of our needs. That guarantees, or at least ensures, that our population isn't going to drop. You'd be absolutely amazed how quickly your city will just run out the second you don't have power or something. Okay, let's see. Medium wealth tourists still should be doing pretty good here. I don't really see that being the case. Not nearly as many high wealth tourists. That's really what I was banking on, considering the apartments. Yep, water problems. We still have power issues, really? Hold on. Oh, what's this? Okay. I think it's complaining about no road access, even though it does have road access. Okay. Technically, if it's connected to the power grid at all, it should be fine. However, this thing wants to pitch a fit, so come on. I just blew the structure up. What's the problem here? Thank you. Okay. That gives us 3 more turbines. That should take care of our power issue. Not by much, but it well. Okay. Pause. New research project required. Let's see. Wave power plant. Small amounts of cheap, clean power. I'd like to go that route, but at the very moment all my bonds are taken. Right, every single one of my bonds are out. So the problem is I can't take another bond to start that project. Let's see here. This is where this also just gets super duper delicate. I have the casino that's not making money. I am making a profit overall. Let's just see where this goes. I really hate saying that out loud because all 3 of my bonds are taken. The thing is, if I run out of money, I'm dead. It's so weird how we have 2 megawatt excess and now a 12 megawatt deficit. That's the one problem with wind power. It's not 100% reliable when it comes to how much it's going to produce. Blocked up pipes, really? Okay. This is getting interesting. Now we're hitting a bunch of little walls. Now, if this casino could just really kick it into gear. Okay, so it's 4 a.m. Unlock the arcology. Oh, that's cool. So the arcologies are like wonders. You can spend a ton of resources on them, and they produce some really great effects for your city. Okay, so it was losing 19,000 a day yesterday. I'm waiting till it says 6 a.m. to see what our rate is for today. Oh, gosh, it's still losing money. New construction, that's good. New tax revenue, even better. Let's take care of one problem at a time here. Power, water, and sewage seem to be the problem. I think sewage is a little more important. That takes care of that. Next. Water. I don't think it's close enough to the pollution level there. We should be fine with that. Electricity is next. I have no problem building a completely new power plant. Wind power is cheap. The facilities are cheap. Everything's cheap about it. There's no problem doing that. I don't want to go dozing structures, but I don't have a ton of room either. That makes this interesting. Let's see. Can I just get a service road? If you could just... That's not going to fly. Okay. What about... Nope. What about... Let's do something a little creative. What if I did something like this? Okay. And then with that, I wonder if I can use that as a road for a new power plant. Power plant too big. That's too big. Huh. Okay. Let's see what we can do about this. Hey. Pretty confident we can work through this. Cannot draw through place buildings. Okay, let's go back to the template we had a second ago. Oh god, I don't want a bridge. Are you kidding me? No! Okay. Let's start with something like this. Let's just give us the most amount of room we can. If I get any kind of a power plant there, I'll be happy. There we go. Color me happy. Seven. Not enough simoleons. Okay. That should be enough to keep the lights on. That'll produce us what? 3 turbines, and we'll double it the very second we have 40,000 bucks. It's not ideal placement at all, but if it gets us operating, then I don't care. Yeah, our mega towers are hemorrhaging energy. Did the casino require that much electricity? Is that what's killing me here? Oh, we're still at a mighty deficit. But we are going to throw on the control net. What is this producing anyway? 6 megawatts. That'll turn it into 12 megawatts. And hopefully I can do some fancy placement to get some more juice out of this thing. There. We don't have all that control net lying around for nothing. Yeah, give it a second. You'll get all the control net you need. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to blow up this one. Yep. And then hopefully... Why does the blow-up animation have to be so slow? Let's go! I got a deficit I'm trying to work through here. No, I just saw it. Gimme. And... Gimme. And let's see what we can do with that. That's crap. Let's just do something like that. I just need a couple of generators. That's a bit better. A bit on both sides, I'm happy with that. Not enough simoleons, okay. That's 2 more generators. I think I could do 1 more generator right now. Oh, it's 5,000, right? I thought it was 3,000. Okay. How much are we deficit now? I just built more things. How are we still low on power? Okay. Shut down. You're not doing me any good. At all. I'll turn you back on later. That didn't really free up a ton of megawatts when it comes to energy either, which is a little disheartening. I'm almost tempted to go back to our old strategy of using our old casino. Okay, our bonds are working their way down. It doesn't bolster my confidence too much that we still have all 3 checked out, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Need water, need power. The problem is there's a lot of issues here. If we don't have enough power, we might not be getting enough water, or the sewage treatment might not be doing its job, or whatever. The power is really what's cutting it here. Needed capacity, buying, sold. Yeah, I'm not buying any. I don't have any partners to buy anything from. There we go. See how it just jumped like that? It means we just made a sale. Yeah, looks like we made a few sales. Or just recently did anyway. But let's take care of the problems we know how to fix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 more turbines. We were at negative turbines. I keep calling them turbines. I don't know why. So we were at negative 20. This should hopefully spin us up at least really close to positive. Yeah, you want to know why we made $7,000, $8,000? Because we closed a casino. What does that tell you? Buildings need water. There we go. We must have... Yep, more sales. Yep, as the population grows, like I was saying, that becomes a far more constant thing. So let's take care of a bond or 2. That's going to make me feel a lot better and sleep a little bit better at night. Because like I said, if you don't really get out of the blue, or not the blue, the red, if you don't really get out of the red quickly when you have that kind of a deficit, I mean, the game will say you have to take out a bond to continue, or the city's bankrupt, then you can just go bankrupt. Okay, that takes care of our water issues. Let's go back to power. Still have power problems. That's uncanny is what that is. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to hope that we can get the research for the tidal generator. We don't have enough money for it. Where is it? Wave power plant, 50,000. And then I'm really hoping we can use that to kick the power issue right in the tuchus. Now another alternative we do have is we can build up those crowns like I mentioned before. Those cost a lot of money, but they'll provide 200 megawatts of solar energy. That's not something you can usually sneeze at. Okay. Still deciding. Not too sure I want to handle this. City needs power. You have no idea how much I'm trying to power here. I'm powering as quickly as I can. Can we get a solar somewhere? Not enough simoleons. How much is a solar anyway? 33? Once we get any more of our recycling in, this should be no problem. And we're getting close to that. And we're having problems with sewage. And that's 40,000 a pop, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Ooh! It was going smooth, it was ramping up real quick, and then all these problems smack bang right in the front. Okay. Plenty of water, not plenty of power. Oh, sad face. 8 megawatts during peak hours. I need way more than that. If I do 8 and double it, that's a real waste of control net and space. Here's what we're gonna do. Zoning. Zoning. D-zone and D-zone. Demolish. Oh! That did a bit more than I wanted. No, cancel that. Okay, so now I have some actual space. This is probably how I should have handled it before. I don't need all that residential. I don't need it anymore. We've got the mega towers, that's going to pay off just fine. These solars are a lot more important to just get our power grid up. We're a bit of a way from fusion. Fusion is ideal. What that does is with a little bit of a kicker power, so just having some power on hand, you can generate limitless power. So here's what we should have done. This is how I should have handled this whole thing. Nope. Ah, crud. This is another thing that comes with green energy. You usually need more space to get it going. With power plants like coal-fired power plants and stuff like that, they're usually pretty compact to generate energy. But again, I really don't like to deal with the fog and the smog and all the other crap that comes with it. Oh, I'm out of money. Okay. That should definitely get us back up to snuff. 8.4, 14.7, 25.2. Excellent. I'm going to decommission the other one. I'm going to put the... Yeah, so this was a bit of a waste of money. I should have done that before. I'm going to wait until everything's online first. Mega Tower should be coming up. People should be sticking around now that I can keep the lights on for 5 seconds. This produces what? Oh, 41. Oh, I need 3. I really need 3 now? Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for recycling. We just got a nice stipend of money's metal. Oh, heck yeah. Brilliant. Okay. Takes care of our power problem, and eventually these things will just come back up. It takes a while for the energy to actually get to the mega towers. It takes almost for everything, like water. If you have a water problem, see, it kind of spills into and it kind of acts as its own inventory spot. There we go. And everything's starting to come through fine. Now, the other 40,000 I just got is definitely going to go to sewage. Once all these problems really start to normalize, this is going to be no problem. Now, what I am going to do with the money I have is I'm going to rebuild my first casino. Because this one's not doing us any good. And now a power deficit again. That's just awesome. We have demand though. Oh, good. Low residential demand. Fantastic. Because we have all that stuff. So now what we can do is we can do this. We're going to not do that. So it's good. So that's actually what I was trying to say earlier, is by blowing up some of these chunks of residential, we can fit them into the mega tower. That's going to add some extra space. This is just the painful now, is just waiting just a little bit till we get just enough cash to start our next move. 22,000 adjusted revenue in the positive. That's an excellent gambling report. Oh, look at that. Time to flip and upgrade. Time to flip it. Yes, Department of Finance. So I can take way more loans. Ah, perfect. Just got our stipend of sales. Ah, crud. Okay. Can I do tourism? No. This? No. I need more room. What's this? Parks? I can deal with that later. I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and level 1 apartments. Okay. Now that that's doing that, I am going to mess with these parks. Boof. Yep. Boof. Yep. We can add more parks, better parks later. I don't mind. Finance. Now, here's the thing I wanted to show, and I think I mentioned a few times before about finance. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and consolidate our bonds. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take out 100,000. I'm going to pay off these other two. Now, that doesn't really get us any money. We still have to pay the bonds back, and we're still paying an hourly stipend. However, that opens up these other slots. So that makes it far more careful for us if later on we run out, because it'll say, nope, you already have 3 bonds out. You cannot take any more bonds. You're nutted. I mean, you're not going to get anywhere. You're done. So that allows us to have those extra slots for bonds. So, power, still a problem. Let's take care of this once and for all. There's that. We're going to do 2 more turbines. Set it right that time. There we go. City needs power. This should go to like 30 and then double once the control net shows up. There we go. There's our, well, 50. I'll take it. I'll take it. It gets us back to where we should be. Great. Whew. That's taken care of. Power's done. Water's done. Water's a shortage, really? Holy cowza. I'm really tempted to just build this pumping station just to take care of that issue also. $30,000. Okay. Oops. It escaped a little too much. So this will produce 105 kilogallons. Yeah, I get it. Metric and imperial. That's funny. Okay. That'll take care of a bunch of that. That means I'll be able to scrap a bunch of these little pumping stations, and that'll alleviate more land, or at least it'll take care of another problem. So let's see. We're going to let this thing ramp up. Oh, it's pumping at capacity, really? Okay, no, because we've... Okay. I see. Now we have a bunch of excess, so let's take care of a few things. Yep. 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 And this will come right out of the hourly budget, so this will save us some money. Yep. 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 And yep. And yep. Okay. Now what does that look like for us for water? 16 in excess, which gets us positive, which is nice. 6. Okay, so now everything's destroyed. And what did this really cost us for 400 an hour? So what did one of these little things cost us? 100 an hour. Okay, so when it comes to upkeep, that's going to save us long term. Oh, what's this? Another upgrade? No, goodness gracious, I'm not going to buy the mayor's house or whatever. Okay. Now, the funny thing is this says that there's a needed and a pump capacity, but this thing's not even pumping at capacity. So I'm not too sure what that's all about, but if no one's crying about it, I'm not too worried. How do the Mega Towers look? Mega Towers look well quenched, and that's what matters. Okay. Back to what we were supposed to do this episode, which I'm now going to call an episode, so I'm going to catch you guys next time. When we come back, we're going to knock out these Mega Towers.